I'm a romantic in the sense that I believe in enchantment. I believe that beauty is important, and I do things that are that acknowledge beauty. So I wear this ring sometimes, and it's a beautiful ring. It's made of platinum, yet it's symbolic in a lot of ways. It's a metal that I was told by a mystic is alien, and it has carbonaros, sometimes known as black diamonds, that are from space. So it's part of my alien gear, which includes my ring, my coin, my shoes, and a shirt, except there are multiple shirts that I've worn as an alien shirt symbolizing aliens in one way or another. See, everyone's an alien to a degree. I am pro human discourse, so I am pro meeting aliens, and my alien outfit symbolizes that aspect of me. Yet the ring also has other symbology in it. It's got an ace of spades on it, which I was told is the luckiest card in the deck. And I also know was the card that got stamped by tax collectors in England to signal that tax had been paid on that deck of cards. I have paid taxes in the sense that I've paid government taxes. I've also paid taxes at poker. um, there's other symbology too. It's a weapon, a sword. The spades were swords in the old French decks. So it's a weapon that can be drawn or it can be sheathed depending on which way the spade is facing. During times of strife when it's drawn, I accompany it with a shield, which is a coin that has protective elements within it and yet is not easily recognizable unless you know exactly what it is. And they only minted 1,111 of them, so not many people understand exactly what it is. But it's got the elements that in times of peace I keep with me. I say peace, times without conflict. Because the thing is, poker is a peaceful conflict if played right, even though it is played for real stakes that can be life or death for people. So, I wanted to correct that term. I carry those elements in a more visible way during times without conflict. And times that's when my ring would be facing the other way, right? So I'm subtle. But things like that are well thought out. Big decisions. I no longer call myself Sick Nick because the joke got old and stale, and I did not want to continue it. Now I'm just Nick. So, if you like me, you can call me Nicholas. But I'm well. I hope. I don't see doctors because I don't want to. I'm trying to get healthier. I'm trying to improve my diet, give up some bad habits, and get some steps in. Climb the mountain once in a while. Just the basics, you know. I do some weights, some resistance stuff at home. I have some weights. Nothing crazy. I don't mix it up that much. I just do some basic stuff. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm on a new platform, but I'm on an anonymous account. So I'm trying that for a bit. It's not entirely anonymous because I do give away some personal information, but again, I'm subtle. So if people don't know what they're looking for, they might miss it. And I don't know. We'll see how this goes on Monday. I know there's supposed to be some get-togethers on Saturday, but I don't feel like much will be interesting until potentially on Monday. But You never know. So check in once in a while with the sons. They're doing a little better. We'll see if they can build on what they've been doing. So I really hope that they get these fires contained in California soon, because, of course, this is terrible for the environment itself. All this burning, all these emissions, and yeah, I've been trying to fight against this by contributing to reforestation every month, but my contribution is drop in the bucket compared to what we need to do. Drop in the frickin' in like a big lake of what we need to do. So it's a big task, and just I hope we can keep the balance good enough until we can reverse what we're doing, and that's going to require governments to stop what they're doing, which is creating all this pollution, and it's also going to require reforestation. And I'll tell you what, I bet a little bit of gold goes a real long way once once this collapse happens. So maybe I can direct some in that direction, but there's going to be a lot of need. There's going to be a human need too. So, um, I am a compassionate person, and I do want to help in the ways I can, but I only have, you know, a certain amount of gold. So we'll just see. Like I said, I think a little bit's going to go a long way once it becomes really the capital that people demand for operating capital, and individuals are going to need capital to eat, and businesses are going to need capital to operate. So these causes will need to be addressed by someone. Um, Now, there's people who have a lot of gold, and I will appeal to these individuals in my book that once we get the freedom that we need, to deploy their capital to fix what needs to be fixed, understanding that we are seeking to survive as a species, and that we pretty much are interdependent as far as reliant upon these supply chains that feed most of the population. There's a handful of guys maybe who are fully self-sufficient out there, but almost all of us rely on mass production, on supply chains, on businesses having the capital they need to pay their employees and pay their suppliers and pay for their daily operating costs. So that's going to be urgent. Like I said, people need to eat too. My hope is the government's gold reserve is still 8,000 tons of gold, and that can help as far as people finding food to eat for a little while. Um, we'll see. The government does have property that in a currency reset situation will hold real value. Um, Individuals have property that will hold real value. Skills that will hold value. So we're gonna see what we can do to get through it, and take care.